Hello, 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 hello again and again and again. Theron, you're one of the nicest guys I've ever met on Zoom. Okay. Thank you so much for your patience. Well,
Absolutely.
guys, I have somebody on here today that's going to be our special guest, one of our very special guests on November the 1st at the Unity Fall Gala. We are so excited to have Mr. Theron Cook here with us today, live and in person, live and in charge. I have been so impressed by this young man and everything that he's doing. I began to follow him on Facebook, not knowing who he was, because I follow artists all the time. And he just popped up on my news feed one day, and I just started following him. And one day I was bodacious enough to call him on Messenger, and unlike some of you guys, he picked up the phone and he talked to me. So we talked about some future collaborations, and it is coming to fruition, guys, on November the 1st. Theron Cook will be in our town. He will be in Johnston, South Carolina, doing what he does best. As I was researching this guy and reading his bio, one of the things that really stuck out to me was some of the quotes that he says. He's just so cool. You guys will get that vibe that he's a cool dude too. He says the future is meant to be the enemy of today. Hmm. The future is meant to be the enemy of today. And the other thing that he said was humbly believe and abundantly receive. Do you believe? His mantra is don't quit. As long as we can believe, we ain't quitting. We're persevering. And his lifelong story has been a story of don't quit, has been a story of perseverance. Theron uses his art to engage people in thought and conversation through art. We have the ability not only to beautify and enhance people's lives and surroundings, that's what we do, and their environments, but also to bring them together, to incite dialogue, to produce work that acts as a bridge between individuals, that paves the way for us to communicate with one another, to open up and share our experiences. We have the same life experiences. Art affirms our existence, but at the same time, it's also about relationships and about promoting some sense of unity. That's the buzzword for us. We mean that, a sense of unity and understanding among us all. Think of art as a discussion conversation starter, as a means of reaching out to other people with different ways and different ways of life. Art breaks down barriers, it brings people together. It gives us permission to reach out to one another, and it makes reaching out easier. Art sometimes even allows us to confront or broach difficult subjects and situations, sensitive subjects, with total strangers because it's there to break the ice first. It's about making a difference. That's what we want to do. A contribution that works to everyone's advantage. His mantra is don't quit. When your goal is to be part of a movement toward change, inspiration and knowledge allow your work to consume, excuse me, when your goal is to be part of a movement towards change, inspiration and knowledge, you allow your work, to consume you until it's no longer work. That's what we do as creative spirits, but it's a way of life. So this award-winning artist, visual artist, this muralist, award-winning muralist and brand strategist, Theron Cook, lives by that philosophy. And you guys, he's gonna be in our town. I urge you, if you haven't gotten your tickets, to go on Eventbrite and get your tickets now. Don't miss it, because this is an experience. This is something that you can immerse yourself in and will be unforgettable. I promise you. When I just started following his page and watched a couple of videos, I was immersed. I felt like I know him. So that being said, I want him to formally introduce himself to y'all.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. That means a lot to me, and I'm honored to be on here,
Yes, sir.
talking with you and pursuing something we talked about over the phone, and we're making it
Yes,
happen.
for a long
So,
time.
yes, yes. So, for those who don't know me, my name is Theron Cook. I'm a brand strategist, muralist, art instructor, and I also run a foundation called TCA Don't Quit Foundation. And the premise of the foundation is simply mental health awareness and suicidal prevention. I am a mentor at the Goggle Works, which is the largest art center in the country.
Wow.
And I also am a mentor at Alvernia University. And, that's a little synopsis of, what I got going on right now.
You've got a lot going on. What really has taken me aback, even after me just watching the artwork come across my screen, is his philosophy about art therapy. That art is definitely therapeutic and how he uses the art to help people. Talk to us about that.
Yes, absolutely. So, I spoke about the foundation,
Hmm.
and what we do is create creative outlets for self-expression.
Yes,
And my philosophy, and it transfers into the foundation, is art is everything and everything is art.
everything is art.
So we stand by that, and that drives our mission. And one of the ways we alleviate stress and anxiety
Hmm.
is to create these creative outlets for self-expression. And I really believe utilizing art as a tool and a coping mechanism to alleviate symptoms of mental health. And so we designed workshops and classes that address that, um, pertaining to families.
Families.
And yeah, families, and share the experience together and grow together within these workshops.
I've been following that. I've been looking at some of the things that you're doing with the community. Um, and in one of our earlier conversations, we talked about what kind of spirit, kind of spearheaded, what kind of pushed you into doing what you do. We talked about your childhood injuries and illnesses,
Yeah.
and how you kind of persevered through all of that. Can you talk about that for me, for the people
Yes.
that don't know?
Yes, absolutely, absolutely. I once was a basketball player,
Yes,
early teens, played for my middle school, played for the Olivet. Once I got into high school, I had a foot condition that was an ongoing issue.
thing.
And I came to the realization that I can't pursue the basketball career the way
Mhm.
I wanted to.
Right.
So I had to find an outlet for self-expression because at the time, basketball was my outlet.
Yes.
I was able to define discipline and be able to define what teamwork was, with working with
Mhm.
other players and things of that nature. So what I did was transfer those skills over to art. I took an art elective in high school, basic, and I found a liking to it. And one of the key components of that journey was my father observing me from a distance. And one of our last encounters was him purchasing a paint set
A
for
paint set.
Easter. Yes, for Easter at that. It was an odd gesture and gift at a odd time, but it meant so much. It sparked everything. It sparked my whole career.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy. Your father saw something, and
Yes.
I'm one of those people that believes our future is already laid out for us. And God saw that He was going to need you for such a time as this.
Yes.
There's
Yes.
so much happening in the world right now, and young people, especially children, are faced with so much more than what we had to deal with.
Yeah.
We talked earlier about suicide and mental health awareness.
Yeah.
Um, you talked about your journey with dealing with that. Are you at liberty to share some of that information with our audience today?
Yes, absolutely. Um, just to kind of pursue on to my journey, I end up pursuing a advertising design degree and
Uh-huh.
a experience design degree. and I went on to corporate America
Yes,
as
sir.
a graphic designer, user experience designer for companies like Vibe Magazine, Essence Magazine, BMW,
Mm,
Time Inc., just a lot of big collaborants of
the art.
corporate America.
Mm-hmm.
Corporate America. When I was there, I noticed the gap between community culture and corporate identity.
A disconnect.
Um, a disconnect, and I saw them. They were pouring thousands of dollars into the community just to
Mm-hmm.
connect back with the culture.
Wow.
And I felt that I needed to come back to my hometown
Mm-hmm.
to connect with the community and provide more opportunities and resources and different perspective. On my way back to
Mm.
my hometown, my niece committed suicide 2 days before me and my son's birthday.
Wow.
And that really gave me the energy and became the driver of me to uh, structure out a foundation that I could give back and
Gotcha.
create a foundational framework that allows young people and the youth to feel safe in pursuing their creative careers. Uh,
Wow.
when when my niece passed, I came across her note, her sketchbook that I still have,
Mm.
and I opened the page, and it was an article of me in there on the first page, and that really,
Yeah.
that got to me, um, and I was looking through it because I was thinking, I'm teaching these other kids and I'm
Yes.
out talking to the public, and here my niece from a distance was, admiring
Seemingly
me from a
okay. Yeah.
distance, and
Mm.
I had no idea. And so I run with that. That's within
Wow.
everything I do. And
Mm.
so that kind of spearheaded my whole journey as far as my mission and my purpose and with the TCA Don't Quit Foundation.
Don't quit. Don't
Yeah,
quit. I love it. I love that. It used to be that those kinds of things didn't touch us like that, but it's at an epidemic proportion right now. Every time you turn around, you're hearing of somebody that has some challenges with their mental health and then to go to the ultimate and to take their own life. That's become epidemic, and even in this area, we're hearing of it.
yeah,
So if you can help in any way,
yeah,
your niece was watching you, and it's
yes,
amazing to me. Sometimes we're not aware of who is really taking note and watching you, and she
yeah,
honored you.
yes,
You gotta feel blessed knowing that she honored you, and
absolutely.
that's push right there. That's enough push right there. Where Theron has such a loving philosophy, y'all, for the people. I have watched them online with these young people painting trash cans, doing family workshops where they're painting, and it's all therapeutic. It's about art therapy. So
Yes,
he has a mission, and he's gonna bring that to our town, y'all. He's gonna be flying in before the gala. He's going to be flying in before that so that he can meet with some of us and collaborate with some of the artists that we have here so that we can kind of brainstorm and utilize some of those same, ain't no copyright on the gospel, so that we can use the same tactics to try to help the people.
yes,
That's what
absolutely.
that's what it's all about. You and I both are called to community, and it gets confusing sometimes because you seems like there's little reward. It's like, why am I doing this?
Yeah,
But we are called to community, and
yes,
that's why it works for you. Talk to me about this piece you have behind you, because that was one of the pieces I had not seen.
yes, yes. I call this piece it represents strategy. You
Strategy.
know, yes. So this is within the middle of this is about 33 images within this one presentation,
Mm-hmm.
and I storytell with this piece. And within the middle, this is the mascot of my foundation. So I designed a curriculum called Don't Quit Omniversity. And
Omniversity.
yep, and I teach through this guy. So I have a Who Am I workshop. And
Mm,
this guy in particular is called Imagine. And when you break down that term imagine, it says I am genie. And the purpose of this is to bring self-awareness to our youth and individuals that don't know themselves
wow.
or are not aware of their power. So that's what I empower our youth and the community through the storytelling with this piece
Yes.
and relating it to a tangible art piece that I'm able to really dive deep into uh, art philosophy, well, life principles
Mhm.
related to art principles.
Gotcha. I tell you what, I have not been this excited in a long time about anything. So I am super, super, like your word was stoked. I am super stoked, super, super, super excited to have you come here. I can't wait until you
I
get
can't
here
wait.
because I believe that there's going to be a tremendous move of God through this, even. It's all about trying to inspire others and inspire especially the next generation
Yes.
that's coming after us. We're so happy to have you guys. If you don't have your tickets, you need to go on Eventbrite and get your tickets. We're going to put a link on this thing so you don't have to look for it. You can go ahead and get your tickets. We're going to have Mr. Cook, our visual artist. We've got a saxophonist that's going to be in the mix, Talton Toneful Manning. We've got a spoken word artist that's going to be here. She's a Johnston native, as is Theron. He wasn't
Yes.
born here, but his roots run deep here. We found out that we were cousins of first cousins. His first cousins are my first cousins on a different side. So I feel like I've already started calling him son. So we're talking about hometown proud Theron Cook being in our midst on that night, presenting some things that you've never experienced and never seen before. Don't miss it. We've also got Miss Pixley that's going to be here bringing the spoken word. Just be ready to snap those fingers that night. And our food, my God, if you haven't had Felicia's Food Eats by Fee, you are missing out on a treat. All I can say is get your tickets. We plan to have a reception on that Friday night for Mr. Cook so that the community at large and the children can see what he does and visit and meet with him. So we're excited about it, Theron. We're excited about it. I can't even tell you how excited I am about it to adorn these walls with Cook exclusives.
Yes, yes.
And
And it's
I
my
thank you
honor.
so very much. Thank you so very
Yeah,
much for your time, honey. I just appreciate you even
yeah.
taking the time out to deal with little old me. Okay. Appreciate you,
I
brother.
really appreciate this, and it's going to be a night to remember.
It's going
And
to be a night to remember.
yes, and I'm looking forward to it. And
Yes,
I'm
sir.
thankful. I'm very thankful.
Thank you. Thank you. Love and kisses.
Yes, yes.
Bye, son.
Yeah.
So I'm going to try to leave. She going to have to edit this. Miss Candace.
Okay.
I'm trying to leave. Candace? 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 I'm trying to leave. Hey, how you doing? I need you to hit me up there. Okay. Yeah, yeah, yeah. You in it? Where? I don't see where my. You know, you dug in touch screen. I'm here. Oh, I forgot. So you're gonna have to edit it.